Good morning, Forest class. Lovely to see you. I wonder if you can look around and guess where I am today. Because I'm not at home today. Today, look, I'm at school today. I'm in the reception classroom today. It's a little bit lonely without you, all you lovely children in it. But I've come in today to look after some of the children who are coming into school. So I just thought you could see the classroom around us. So we're going to do some maths today, this morning. Yesterday we were thinking about counting in twos, and we're going to carry on thinking about counting in twos, but we're going to do something a little bit different as well. So let's get ready for some counting. Let's do counting in twos all the way to 20. Okay, ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Brilliant. Let's do that again. I wonder if you can whisper it this time. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Brilliant. Well done. This time, should we go backwards? Bit trickier this, isn't it? Should we go 20 all the way down to 0, counting in twos? Okay, ready? 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Fab. Let's do that again. Starting at 20, finishing on 0. Ready? 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. Amazing. Now today we're going to do some counting in twos, but I want us to look at not starting on 2. We're going to count in twos starting on 1. So still counting in twos, but this is a bit trickier. So why don't you go, pause the video, go and get your number lines. In your pack you'll have a number line, so pause and go and get your number lines. Okay, so you should have your number lines now, and this will help you to do your counting in twos, but we're going to start on 1. So let's just think about our numbers up to 10 to start with, and early years children, this is particularly for you. So counting in twos, but starting at 1. Ready? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Remember, if you find it really tricky, you can say the number you're supposed to be saying and then whisper the next number. You could do this. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And those loud numbers, you're counting in twos. Let's now move on. Let's see, let me fit it all in, if we can count in twos all the way to 19, because we won't say 20, because we're starting on 1, counting in twos. You've got your number line, so that can help you. So we're going to start on 1, counting in twos. Ready? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Let's try again. If you can, put your number line down. If you can do it, put your number line down and count in twos, starting on 1. I'll hold it up. If you can, put it down. Ready? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Brilliant. Shall we try counting backwards in twos? Start with our numbers to 10. So we're going to start on number 9. We're going to count back in twos, starting at 9. Ready? 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. Let's do it again. 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. Great. Let's do from 19. Let's start on 19. Counting back in twos, starting from 19. Ready? 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. One last time. 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. Brilliant. In tomorrow's maths lesson, we're going to think about those sorts of numbers, but we'll think about that tomorrow. Yesterday in your maths, early years children, you were thinking about one more and one less. So today, we're going to begin thinking about adding. If reception children, you've been watching all of the video and doing a bit of year 1 learning, then this should be something that you will be able to do, but we're just going to really focus on that. Year 1 children, we're going to move on to doing some addition using a number line to help us. So, reception children, in your pack you have got a sheet like this. I think they call it a grab mat. So you are going to use your counters or any other objects you have around your house, and you're going to grab some with one hand, going to grab some with the other, count how many you've got in one hand, count how many you've got on the other hand, and then find out how many you have all together. Let me show you. So I've got a big pile of objects today because I'm at school. So I'm going to use the counters. I'm going to grab some in this hand. I'm going to grab some in this hand. So, got some in this hand. Got some in this hand. Let's see how many I've got in this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 in this hand. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 in this hand. I want to find out how many I've got all together. To do that, I have to put them all together. So I had 7 and I had 4. Do you think my number is going to be bigger than 7? Or do you think it's going to be smaller than 7? Hopefully you said bigger because we've added them together. We've got more now. Let's find out how many we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. If you're very smart, on your whiteboard, you could write that as a calculation. So on your whiteboard, you could write 7 add 4 is equal to 11. There is your first number sentence. The other thing you could do is you could draw a part whole model on your whiteboard and you can fill that in. So we had 7 as one of my parts. We had 4 as another of the parts. And when you put those two parts together, our whole was 11. Right, let's do another one. I'm going to use my rubber to rub those out. Let's do another one. This time, okay, I've grabbed some counters in this hand and I've grabbed some counters in this hand. Let's see how many I've got in this hand. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in this hand, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 6 in one hand, 4 in the other hand. Year 1 children, I hope you're all shouting at me what the answer is because you should really, really know what the answer to this addition is. So there are 6 in this hand, there are 4 in this hand. I'm going to put them together and I'm going to find out how many I have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm hoping year 1 children, you absolutely knew that. So now I'm going to write it as a calculation. I had 6 in one hand and I had 4 in the other hand. So 6 add 4 is equal to, is the same as, is equal to 10. I was going to do that on my part whole model. I had 6 in one hand. I had 4 in the other hand. So that was one part was 6, the other part was 4, and my whole was 10. 6 add 4 is the same as 10. So reception children, I would like you now to go and do your grab mats. Here. Grab some in one hand, how many have you got? Grab some in another hand, how many have you got? And how many have you got all together? And then I would like you on your whiteboards to write it as a calculation. If you want to, you could draw the part whole model and have a go, but I want you to write it as a calculation. Okay, so that's what I'd like you reception children to do now. You can carry on watching the year 1 work, but make sure you do your grab mats and write your calculations. Right, year 1 children. We're going to do some addition, and we are going to use number lines to help us with our addition calculations. The addition we're going to do today is quite simple. They're quite simple addition, but I really want you to be using the number line to solve the answer, to find the answer. Because when you go on and we start using big numbers, being able to use a number line is really, really important as part of your learning. So I have got my number line here. I've got number line 0 to 20. You've got number lines in your pack. So I want you, year 1 children, to make sure you've got your pen, your whiteboard and your number line, please. So go and pause the video, go and collect those, and then carry on watching. Okay, so we're going to do some addition calculations. I'm going to write one on my whiteboard, and then I'm going to show you on the number line how I would solve it. So I'm going to do 9 add 4. Here is my calculation, 9 add 4. So, first number, I know I've got 9, so I don't need to go from the beginning. It's like counting on. You don't need to go from the beginning and count to 9. I can just find 9. Here it is. I can just count 9. And then I need to add 4, which means my number's going to get bigger because I'm adding more. So I'm going to go further on my number line because my numbers are going to get bigger. And I'm going to do my 4 jumps. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is my answer. 9 add 4 is equal to 13. Your grown-ups can check them for you, or you could do some checking yourself. If you're not sure you've done the right answer, why don't we draw some pictures to help? So I'm not going to draw 9 things because I know that I'm just going to start from 9, but I'm going to draw 4 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can do my counting on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Great, I came up with the right answer. Let me show you that again. Rub it out. Let's do another one. This time I'm going to do 7 add 6. 7 add 6. Don't need to go from 0 because my first number is 7. I just start on 7. Here's 7. And I'm going to add 6. I'm going to do 6 jumps. And I'm going to move along my number line and we're going to go on my number line because my number's going to get bigger because I'm adding. I'm going to do 6 jumps because I'm adding 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, same answer. 13. Wonder if I've done that correctly. I can check. I can do 6 dots under 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can check my answer. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Done it. when you come to do the sheet that you need to do, even if you know the answer, I want you to still be using that number line, and still do those jumps on it, even if you know the answer, because actually for me, this process of working it out is the important learning, not necessarily finding the answer. It's this process of using a number line. Let me show you one more time. This time, I would like you to do 11, add 5. 11 add 5. Some of you might already know the answer, but I still want you to be using your number line. 11 add 5. I don't go from 0, I start on 11. Here is 11. I'm going to do 5 jumps because I'm adding 5. My number is going to get bigger because I'm adding more. So I'm going to do 5 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there is my answer. 16. I wonder if I did it right. Let's do some checking. Let's draw some dots under 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 11. Don't need to count up to 11. Just hold 11 in my head. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. Great. So in your pack, Year 1 children, you've got this. I think there might be 2 sheets. Calculation and the number line next to each of them. I want to be able to see the jumps that you have done and the answer. I don't want just the answers. You must be doing the jumps on your number line so that we know that you know how to use a number line. Okay, see you tomorrow for more maths. Bye.